Copycat. Confessions from the heart. Fuck Kevin Hart. See if I can get 4 million views on my video. I'm laying in my bed just like he is. Copycat. Fuck Kevin Hart. I know that nigga. I can say this shit. I'm a comedian, a real comedian. Like, you know what? I'm finna tell y'all a confession from my heart. A confession from my heart. I'm laying in my bed in my Snaggapuss Mr. Onesies. There go my toes dangling, watching TV. Yeah. You know me. I'm your real hood nigga comedian. I'm the realest hoodish nigga comedian there is in the game. You wanna know why? Because I don't tell jokes. I don't. I don't have to. My whole life is a joke. I just get on stage and speak my mind and say funny shit. And that's the way it goes. I break all rules of black niggas' perception of comedy. So if you have a black perception of comedy, I'll shatter that shit. You tell me to get on stage for 3 minutes, I'ma take 30 and kill the crowd, nigga. And they love me, nigga. But anyways, confessions from the heart. Copycat stories. Well, I'm just gonna tell y'all about this one time I came into encounter with Kevin Hart. See, a lot of people don't understand that, all comedians, real comedians, know each other. And when you hear another comedian say, fuck that, man, fuck that motherfucker, like, it's a reason why that comedian said, fuck that dude. It ain't like that, especially if they know each other. So I know Kevin Hart. And I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell you how I met him. The reason why I say fucking, because, some people can be bigger than what they are and don't understand when you see people that's up under you appreciate you just for being the person that you are. But you want to act like you better than the rest. You want to act like you just this high, mighty, God, bougie person. Like me and you wasn't standing in line a couple nights before doing the open mic at the Improv together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then all of a sudden, he gets a little opportunity, blow up a little bit, disappear for a second, come back, and everywhere he go, people just screaming his name, Kevin, Kevin, Kevin. So, in the beginning of my comedy career, and this was the beginning of my comedy career, it was years ago, I want to say like 2010, 2009, 2010, somewhere off in there, we did a show at the Laugh Factory Chocolate Sundays. So, I had to do first impression. Everybody know every comedian go through the phase of first impression at the Laugh Factory. And if you go through the phase of first impression, they put you on stage first to break the crowd in. So you pretty much is the opener comedian, featured comedian, whatever. But they give you 3 minutes to make and break your opportunities to be funny. So on my first time going up, within my first 3 minutes of me doing my set, the first time I went up there, I killed it. Everybody was laughing. So they booked me on another show and told me, said I was gonna do first impression again, but this time I'm gonna open up first impression on both shows, the first and the second show. I'm like, okay, cool. So we get in there and we start doing our thing, man, and all of a sudden, man, the first show was kind of dead. It was kind of packed, but it was still dead. The crowd wasn't that energized as the second show. Chocolate Sunday, the second show is really the star-studded event. Like, that's when shit really go down. Shit get funny. Comedians get to falling out of Hollywood, Damon Wayans, all these different type of Martin Lawrence, like all these different big-time Eddie Murphy, like all these big-time celebrity comedians was coming out, right? And it was my time. It was the second show, first part. They told me, said, man, you're going to do more than 3 minutes. We need you to rock at least 10. Can you hold it down? You was funny last time. Hold it down. I was like, all right, bet. So I get on stage. I get to rocking. Boom. I'm doing my thing. People laughing. I'm just starting to unroll in the first part of my set. And all of a sudden, the crowd just started, clapping and wooing. And I stopped. I'm like, what the fuck did I say that was that amazing? Like, then I turned around and looked, and Kevin Hart was standing right there on the stage, like right there behind me. Like, I don't know where the hell he came from. He came off the balcony from upstairs and just slipped on the stage while I was on stage, and I was in the middle of my set. So while I was in the middle of my set, Kevin literally just walked up. Let me tell you this shit. This shit funny as fuck. You know, I'm the realest, hoodest nigga in comedy. So let me go on and fire this blunt up. Why? I'll tell the rest of this story, because a lot of motherfuckers don't understand why I say fuck Kevin Hart. This is my fucking lighter. You see this? You see this? My fucking lighter. And I can't get this motherfucker to work for me when I want it to work for shit. Damn, Clipper, you got to do better. At first, y'all was getting good reviews. 1 strike, 1 kill. Now this motherfucker putting calluses on the tip of my finger. It took me 20 times to strike this damn lighter just to get a light. Okay. We are in quarantine. This is day 2 of California quarantine. So I am quarantining myself by myself, blessed. I got everything I need. Bills are paid, no stress, no woman, nobody, no kids. I am blessed. I got all the snacks, goodies, and crunches and munchies I got in my refrigerator. Lord Jesus, I am blessed. And the same time last year, I was homeless. Everybody was laughing at me, telling me I wasn't shit, I wasn't gonna be shit, that I was gonna be worse than what I was. That they was telling me to go kick rocks and die, go jump off a bridge and commit suicide. Everybody was talking bad about me for no apparent reason, and I'm that same person that would give them a piece of bread right now. That same person that will feed them. I will break a pack of noodles in half and throw it at their ass. So just in case you won't be starving, I'll give you a finger full of rice, like just a half a palm full of rice, so you can go home and boil that and feed your children with it. Like, cause it's finna get that desperate right now. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to the story of my copycat confessions from the heart Snaggapuss story of me and Kevin Hart. Now, me and Kev, like I said, I was on stage and he popped up out of nowhere. And this was my first opportunity to actually meet Kevin Hart. And I was like really stunned. I am me as a comedian. When I first started doing comedy, I used to get starstruck. When I started to meet the big comedians and actors and shit, I would get fucking starstruck. And the shit was funny as hell. Like for real. Like the first time I met J. Anthony Brown, I got starstruck. Like I got starstruck on the 10 freeway. I'm riding down the freeway and I look over to the right, and this nigga passed me up in a brand new Rolls Royce. And I was like, ain't that J. Anthony Brown? And I sped it up on that motherfucker. I was like, hey, ain't you J. Anthony Brown? He was like, yeah. He said, man, I was like, man, I am one of your biggest fans, bro. I've been listening to you ever since I was a kid, man. Down south over the radio, man. You the only thing I heard for years and years, man. You my motivation for comedy, man. I just want to let you know I'm a comedian. I do comedy, man, and I like you, bro. You one of my. I'm your fan. I'm like, I was a comedian. I was a fan of comedians before I came a comedian, and so I guess that kind of like, you know, touched J. Anthony Brown, you know, and J. Anthony Brown gave me a card. He was like, hey, man, I own a club over there off of Manchester and Inglewood. You know, it ain't in Hollywood where the white folks at, but it's in Inglewood where the niggas at, but it be popping, and we be having some cool shows. We trying to build the club up. Come on over there and tell the manager, tell the manager I said I sent you, and they'll give you some stage time. I was like, all right, cool. So that's how I ended up catching my opportunity with J. Anthony Brown. I met him in the middle of traffic, and I was starstruck. So we're gonna fast forward this story back to Kevin Hart, right? So I'm on stage. Kevin Hart snatched the mic out my hand while I was on stage, and he goes into a full-blown comedy set. I'm talking about he started killing his shows, killing his jokes. Motherfuckers was laughing. He was throwing me in the shit, talking about me. Everybody was laughing. He kept on saying this one phrase: "This country motherfucker was funny. This country nigga right here is funny." I was like, damn. In a way, it was cool at first, but then he kept on saying and repeating it. And, you know, I'm a penitentiary nigga, so I didn't start to take that shit lightly. It started to rub off the wrong way on me. I'm like, man, listen, man, just quit saying that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he did his set, and we walked off the stage together. He closed out, but I was so starstruck while he was on stage. I was like, this is Kevin Hart. This is Kevin Hart. I was like, damn. So I'm gonna tell y'all the second part of this story because I only got 10 minutes on IGTV. So y'all go into the second.